Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you will be doing well. I am here with my lecture number 8. Today we are going in past indefinite tense. We talk about the actions that started in past at any point and are finished and are completed. They are not going on now. Okay, just like in past indefinite tense, we talk about our actions that we did a little time before or a long time ago. This is the tense that is commonly used in our daily usage. To understand it, have a look on past timeline. The actions, this is present, and the actions that took place at some point in past and they are completed sometime before or at any point in past. We discuss it in past indefinite tense, and remember that these actions started and completed in past. Now they don't have any connection with present. Definition: in this tense we talk about the actions that occurred in past and don't have any connection with present. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर कोई भी एक्शन जो कि पास्ट में कुछ देर पहले शुरू हुआ और ख़त्म हो गया, कंप्लीट हो गया, अब वो जारी नहीं है. उर्दू में इसकी जुमलों के आखिर में अलिफ छोटी ही और बड़ी ही आता है. जैसे कि वो बाज़ार गया, उसने कपड़े ख़रीदे, वो लंदन गया, या वो 1980 में लंदन गया था. तो इस तरह के जुमलों के लिए हम पास्ट इंडेफिनिट टेंस इस्तेमाल करते हैं. पास्ट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में हम उन एक्शंस के बारे में बात करते हैं जो कि हमने रीसेंट पास्ट में यानी कि नज़दीकी पास्ट में किए हैं. जस्ट लाइक ही वेंट टू अमेरिका येस्टरडे, आई took tea in morning, he met me an hour ago. So recent past के लिए हम past indefinite tense को यूज़ करते हैं, and for distant past as well we use past indefinite tense. कि ऐसे sentences के लिए जो कि past में काफ़ी देर पहले हो चुके हों, उनके लिए भी हम past indefinite tense को यूज़ करते हैं. Just like he built his house in 1920. We met a long time ago. So this action took place in distant past. काफ़ी पहले ये action हो चुका था. It is also used with time expression. We will see that in sentences that there are time expressions, just like we held a meeting last week. He passed his exam last year. He went to Dubai in 2020. He did his graduation 2 years before. So for time expression, to tell about that which time this action took place, we use past indefinite tense. Similarly, the next one, without time expression, just like my mother baked a cake, we went shopping. So अगर time expression नहीं भी है और वो action, ये वाले action ज़्यादा mostly recent past के लिए जो कि without time expression होते हैं, वो recent past की category में ही आते हैं. कि जैसे my mother baked a cake, it means this my mother, you can say, recently baked a cake, or she went shopping, that कुछ देर पहले ही वो शॉपिंग के लिए गई. Have a look at examples. I paid the bill yesterday. Here we will say this action took place in recent past. And while making the sentences of past indefinite tense or simple past, we have to focus that we should not make mistake that we should not mix these sentences with present perfect tense. Just like if we say I paid the bill, I paid the bill yesterday and I have paid the bill. So what is the difference in here? I paid the bill yesterday. In this sentence, my focus is more on the time, that when this bill I paid. It means yesterday I paid the bill. But if you are in store and you are talking about billing, payment of the bill, and you say I have paid the bill, so here emphasis is on paid. So here we will use I have paid the bill. But if there is time expression and you are telling about recent past, so we will say I paid the bill. So here emphasis on time expression and here emphasis on payment. Okay, so I took tea in morning. This is also an example of recent past कि मॉर्निंग में कुछ ही देर पहले मैंने यानी कि चाय ली. अगर अब ये दोपहर है तो आप मॉर्निंग की बात बता रहे हैं कि आई टुक टी इन मॉर्निंग. ही विजिटेड दुबई 20 years ago. So this is an example of distant past. She lived in Canada for 3 years. Here the focus is that she lived for 3 years and now she is no longer living in Canada. She lived in Canada for 3 years. Okay, so there is also time expression, and if she is right now living in Canada, still she is living in Canada, so we will use she has lived in Canada for 3 years. She has lived and she is still living. But if she lived and this action now is no more continue in present time, it is completed, now she is not living in Canada, then we will use she lived in Canada for 3 years. कि ये वाला एक्शन खत्म हो चुका है, अब वो कनाडा में नहीं रह रही है, अब वो वहाँ से छोड़ चुकी है, तो फिर हम कहेंगे she lived in Canada for 3 years. My mother baked a cake. Here this sentence is without time expression. Okay, so it means this action took place in past and it is completed. He went to Japan 5 times. Here for this sentence we will have a look that this person visited or went to Japan 5 times and he is no longer living. It means he is died now. और हम उसकी ज़िंदगी के बारे में बात बता रहे हैं कि वो अपनी ज़िंदगी में जापान 5 times गया था. He went to Japan 5 times. अगर यही बात हमने ये करनी हो, किसी की लाइफ में करनी हो, तो फिर हम कहेंगे he has gone to Japan 5 times. But if I went to Japan 5 times, he went to Japan 5 times, so then it means he is no more living. She lived in London for 7 years. It means she lived for 7 years and now she has moved from London. Okay, she is no more living over there. Now she is living somewhere else. And if we have to tell that if she is still living in London and we want to talk about that, so then we will use she has lived in London for 7 years. So don't make mistake while making these sentences. So we will have a look on now formula and for some more examples. Formula for past indefinite tense. Okay, for positive and affirmative sentences we use subject plus second form of the verb, object and full stop. In negative sentences, subject helping verb did plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. So remember that in past indefinite tense we use second form of the verb, and in negative sentences we use helping verb did, and when we are using did helping verb, with did we will use first form of the verb, because do, that is helping verb that we are using in this tense, is the present, its past is did and past participle is done. So when in any tense a verb is followed by a helping verb, then the change of the tense occur on helping verb. कि अगर किसी एक टेंस के अंदर verb और helping verb दोनों यूज़ हो रहे हैं तो वो जो चेंज है अब यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव सेंटेंसेस में हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज़ नहीं हो रहा, सो ये जो चेंज है प्रेजेंट टेंस से पास्ट टेंस का, ये हेल्पिंग वर्ब पे अगर हुआ कि जस्ट लाइक अगर ये प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस होता तो हम करते सब्जेक्ट प्लस फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब प्लस एस आर एस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट, बट अब यहाँ पे चेंज इसमें अगर हुआ है कि सेकंड फॉर्म होगी, क्योंकि ये हमारा पास्ट इंडेफिनिट टेंस है, यहाँ पे हेल्पिंग वर्ब नहीं था, लिहाजा चेंज वर्ब पे आया। अगर जब हम नेगेटिव सेंटेंस बना रहे हैं तो इसके अंदर सब्जेक्ट के बाद हेल्पिंग वर्ब आ रहा है डिड, तो डिड का पास्ट इट इज़ पास्ट ऑफ डू, सो हेल्पिंग वर्ब का हमने सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब यूज़ कर ली, पास्ट प्लस नॉट प्लस फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब। सो यहाँ पे अब मेन वर्ब पे कोई चेंज अगर नहीं होगा, क्योंकि हमने ये डू को डिड में कर लिया है, और यहाँ पे ये फर्स्ट फॉर्म ही रहेगा प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट प्लस फुल स्टॉप। सो दिस इज द मिस्टेक दैट इज मेड बाय मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, दैट दे यूज सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब विद डिड। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई बॉट अ केक, I did not buy a cake. In negative, it would be buy. So most of the students do like this. I didn't bought a cake. So didn't be or bought be wrong हो जाएगा. In interrogative sentences, helping verb did plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. In interrogative sentences, helping verb did, subject not first form of the verb and object plus question mark. In interrogative, negative and double interrogative, we will put a question mark. And double interrogative, there will be question word. What are the question words? What, where, when, which, how, and after that there would be did, subject plus first form of the verb plus object and question mark. We use second form of the verb in past indefinite tense. So some of the verbs are regular and some are irregular. If some of the words that are having regular verb, we add only ed at the end of the base verb. But in irregular verb, sometimes the verb is a little change, and sometimes it is completely changed. So for regular and irregular verb and to use appropriately, you have to learn regular and irregular forms of the verb. So we need to know the spelling rules to use second form of the verb. Just like if the regular verbs are having e that is silent at the end, so what we do? We add only d. Just like close, closed, bake, baked, behave, behaved, chase, chased. And if there is a vowel plus y, so I would repeat that what are the vowels, and a, e, I, o, u are the vowels, and if the word is ending with here y and before it there is a vowel letter, just like play, stay, obey, enjoy, so what we do, we have to add ed at the end. Just like play becomes played, stayed, obeyed, enjoyed. Okay, then where to add, and sometimes we have to add IED if the word is ending with y and before y there is a consonant. So what we do, we cut y and we add IED. Just like deny, denied, we have cut y and added IED. Marry, married, try, tried, study, studied. Okay, so one more rule is this: we have to double the consonant if the consonant is after the stressed vowel. Some of the words are having the last words are having a vowel before them, but this vowel is stressed, just like stopped. Now here a sound is very clear, stopped and stressed. Okay, so this is so we double the last letter and add ed. Stop, stopped, ban, banned, clap, clapped. Is if the last vowel is not stress, we don't double it. Just like in open, here this E is not stressed, here stress is on O. Open, opened. Offer, offered. Here the last letters are not stressed, so we haven't doubled N and R. Okay, so but in this rule there is also a variation, that in British English we double L even though the last vowel is not stressed. Here we have read that if the last vowel is not stressed, so we don't double. But if there is L at the end, we will double it. Okay, even though the last vowel is not stressed. Just like travel. अब देख लें कि ई यहाँ पे स्ट्रेस नहीं है. Travel, traveled. Cancel, cancelled. Marvel, marveled. Label, labeled. After that, there are some examples in which we will make the sentences positive sentences into negative, interrogative, interrogative and double interrogative. Just like there is a sentence, my mother cooked food yesterday. Negative, my mother didn't cook food yesterday. Did not को हम लोग contraction में मैंने लिखा है didn't with the use of apostrophe. Now see, after didn't I have used the verb cook. Okay, so as you know that when we have used did, with did we use first form of the verb. Interrogative, did my mother cook food yesterday? Interrogative, did my mother not cook food yesterday? And question mark. Double interrogative, why did my mother cook food yesterday? Affirmative or positive sentence of past indefinite tense is, he won the competition last month. One is second form of the verb. In negative, he didn't win the competition last month. Interrogative, did he win the competition last month? And interrogative, did he not win the competition last month? And double interrogative, where did he win the competition last month? Is I read a novel last night. So remember that read, past form of read is pronounced read, though they have the same spellings, but it is pronounced read. I read a novel last night. And it's negative, I didn't read a novel last night. But didn't we should use first form of the verb, so we'll pronounce read. In interrogative, did I read a novel last night? In interrogative, did I not read a novel last night? Double interrogative, why did I read a novel last night? Okay, so we'll remove a not from here. Okay, so now here are the practice sentences. He wrote a letter last month. There lived a king many years ago. He visited Ireland 2 times. I sang a melodious song in that concert. Subhan met his friend last year. Aisha learnt rules of tenses in 2014. I ate a mango. So you have to please note down all these sentences and change these sentences into negative, interrogative, interrogative and double interrogative to improve. Here are the 4 sentences showing the mistakes that are commonly made. Okay, have a look and do it with me. Now see, I write a letter. Most of the students, what they do, that they don't learn irregular forms of the verb and they don't focus spelling rules, so they make mistake while using past form of the verb. So here I wrote a letter would be correct. I didn't received your mail. So with did we don't use received, with did we don't use second form of the verb. So we have to use first form of the verb. I didn't receive your mail would be correct. For questions, some of the students make this mistake. You received a parcel. So this would be wrong. So For interrogative sentences, we use did you receive a parcel? And the last one is did you took tea? Again, in interrogative with did, there is the use of second form of the verb. So we have to use first form of the verb, did you take tea? Okay, that's all. And please stay connected with me, and to watch my videos you may see the links in description. Like the video and subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for the further videos.